everybody, my name is Victoria. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the Reading Rush and telling you about what I'm going to be reading, and then Ariel Bissett also created a tag called the Stay at Home Reading Tag. So I'm going to go through those questions, and then at the end of the questions I will show you what books I'm going to be reading for the Reading Rush. If you haven't heard, the Reading Rush is a 4-day long readathon that's going to be happening this weekend, April 16th through the 19th, and it's basically just a time to stay at home and read together since we're all home anyways. It's just a way for the community to encourage each other to keep fighting the good fight and stay home so we can beat this COVID-19 disaster. I'll link the info down below, and I'll link Ariel's video so you can check it out if you want to participate. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I have participated in previous reading rushes, and it's always a good time. Let's go ahead and jump into the tag questions. Number one is, how is your reading going while staying at home? My reading started out kind of shaky. I think the same way a lot of people felt, where I just couldn't focus because the world was so strange and things were just changing every day and things were really uncertain. They still are uncertain, but I think especially in those first few weeks in March when everything started to kind of go down here in the US, I couldn't focus very well at all. So my reading was really slow at first, and now that I'm kind of like accepting this quarantine thing, I'm getting a little bit more of a schedule, and I think for me the routine of life is what really throws me off. If I don't have that routine set in place, I can't be productive, I can't focus, I can't read. It just, nothing goes right. And I'm finally starting to like get into a groove, especially like this week I've started to like write out every day my schedule, and so now I feel like I'm in a little bit more of a better mental headspace to sit down and read when I have that time in my day set aside for it. So for me, it was definitely a matter of like adjusting to a schedule. It's getting better, and I'm starting to read a lot, like a lot more than usual. Question number two is, where have you been reading at home? Sometimes it's in this room, actually. I have this comfy chair over here that I sit in, but this room doesn't have the greatest lighting all the time. So when the lighting in here is not too good, which is usually at night, I'm out on my couch where we have like tons of lamps everywhere, and I have like a certain spot in my couch, which that spot has changed. Usually I sat in one particular corner, and now I'm like at the other end of the corner. I don't know why, it just happened. But yeah, usually in my living room, just because the lighting is better, and then the couch is comfy, and I just throw on a blanket, and all of my dogs like jump on top of me, and I just read. Question number three is, what is the best book you've read during isolation? In that first week of quarantine, I wanted to read something really comforting and familiar, and so I reread Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and it was a lovely experience, especially because I read the illustrated edition, which I'm really excited to continue in the illustrated editions. I'll talk about that more later, but this has been probably like my favorite reading experience, just because it's beautiful and different and really like swept me away, and Harry Potter just has an ability to sweep me away, and it's very like warm and cozy and comforting. So I think so far, even though I've read quite a few books since then, this has been my favorite quarantine reading experience. Harry Potter's definitely been one of them, but I think another one that I have more recently discovered this year is Anne of Green Gables, because I've been reading through the series, and now I'm about halfway through the series, which is very exciting. But Anne of Green Gables is just such a feel-good, warm-hearted, good time. Every single book has so much humor, and the town and the people are just so lovely, and you just want to go there and be part of their world and be swept up in their lives. I just want to be part of Avonlea and Prince Edward Island and Summerside, and I just want to be in that world. So these have been really perfect to read. This series has come to me, I think, at the perfect time, and I'm really happy that I'm reading through this series now. Question number 5 is, what is a book that you wish you could buy or borrow from the library? So this month I actually joined the Book of the Month Club, and I've been like thinking about it and thinking about it, and I finally decided to just join it. And so I did, and I was really interested in one of their YA picks, which was The Kingdom of Back by Marie Lu. I'm really interested in this one because it's about Mozart's sister, and I'm a big music person, big music buff. I was a music major in college. I'm a music teacher, and so this topic of this story sounds really fascinating. And then I recently heard Elliot Brooks rave about this book, and she really liked it. Unfortunately, when I went on Book of the Month, it said that this book was probably not going to ship this month because it is kind of back ordered and they don't have enough people working. I guess their staff is smaller, so it just said for whatever reason this book wasn't going to be coming this month. So I ended up not ordering it. I'm gonna hold off on it, but I really wish I had this book in my hands and that I could read it, but oh well. I might have it, I'll have to look on like Scribed or something, because I do have that subscription service. I haven't looked yet if it's posted up there. So, but yeah, this is a book that I would really like to read right now. Question number 6 is an author you want to shout out during this time. I mean, can I shout out authors that aren't alive anymore? L.M. Montgomery, thank you for creating cozy stories like Anne of Green Gables. I'm also reading The Secret Garden right now, which is a lovely read, and it's also warm and cozy. So shout out to Frances Hodgson Burnett. Yeah, I don't know. I'm shouting out authors that aren't alive, but yes. Thank you for all the authors that write warm, cozy stories that bring a smile to our faces. Question number 7 is, what is your Reading Rush TBR? So the Reading Rush has 4 different challenges, and I think I've worked out what books I'm going to use for those. I'm actually just going to use 2 books for the 4 challenges. The first challenge is to read a book with a house on the cover. And for that one, I'm super excited because this just came in the mail today. I just ordered it. But I'm going to continue with my quarantine reread of Harry Potter. And I have the second book, Chamber of Secrets, and that is a house. I believe that is the Weasleys' house. And I'm very excited to just sit down with this one and pore over the beautiful illustrations and be with Harry Potter again. I don't think this is my favorite Harry Potter series book. I think this one I didn't like as much, but upon reread I'll be able to tell you a little bit more about that. The next challenge is to read a book in the same room. That's probably going to be really easy. I'm going to read this one probably in the living room on the couch. Also because this book doesn't really lend itself to like reading in a lot of places. I need to have some space to open it and at least have it like on my lap or something. So I need to be in like the coziest upright position as possible. So the couch is where that's gonna happen. Easy. The next Reading Rush challenge is to read a book about somewhere you wish you could go. I am a Southern Californian. I do live in Southern California. I am about an hour from the beach. I'm not super close to the beach, but I do really wish that beaches were open and that you could go to the beach. You can't, they are closed, but I am, in honor of the beach and being a Californian, I'm going to pick up my Book of the Month book, which is Beach Read by Emily Henry. This book, from what I understand, is a romance, and a contemporary romance, and it's about 2 writers, 2 authors. One of the main characters is a romance writer, and then the other main character is a like serious literary novel writer. These characters are at neighboring beach houses, and on their vacation and their stay at the beach, they decide to switch roles, and one of them is going to do the romance books and one of them is going to write the literary fiction novels. And so they are switching genres basically and trying to write a book that's out of their genre. And I think this sounds like so much fun, and I'm really excited about it. When I read the synopsis, I felt like this was perfect for now. I didn't want any like really serious read right now. I think a romance, contemporary, rom-com kind of book sounds perfect for taking my mind off of the world. And the 4th and final reading challenge is to read a book that will make you smile. Hopefully both of these will put that smile on my face. I think they will. That's why I picked them. Especially this one. I am looking forward to just having a good time with it, and this one too, but I feel like a rom-com style book will maybe put a smile on my face more. I don't know, we will see. Those are the books that I'm planning on reading for the Reading Rush. Let me know down below, are you planning on participating in the Reading Rush? How are you doing? How is your quarantine life going? I would love to know. My bookish media links are down below if you want to follow me on Goodreads or Instagram. And until next time, keep reading great books and have a lovely rest of your day. Bye-bye.